Hey, what's good y'all? Thanks for tuning in to the channel. Subconscious Truth here is your girl Raina, and this reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This reading may or may not resonate because it is general, but if it does, please like, share, and subscribe. I would gladly appreciate that. So let's get right to it. Right now, you in the energy of the Page of Swords. You could be dealing with Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but this is the energy of where you question things, where you want a new beginning, where you could be gathering up information. You also have to make a decision, and this is you detaching, or someone detaching from their emotions, being able to see clearly their perception. Their perception is clear here. Needing to see through the confusion, okay? This is the Page of Swords energy. Now, there's something coming from the past. I don't know if it's some type of truth you need to deal with, or a decision you need to make with the past. Because the Ten of Wands is in your obstacle position, so there's a burden you're still holding on to. There's something you're feeling overwhelmed by. So this could be frustration build up. This could be selfishness. This is where it could be responsibilities, but it could be also sexual energy. And I only say that because the Devil card is there. This could also be your passions and your desires, like repressed. And it's just like causing this block or this frustration or this buildup to happen. I only say this because certain cards are surrounding here. And you have the Ace of Wands, which is in your subconscious position here. So this is, again, someone who's needing to have confidence, or this is your passion, your creativity, a new idea, your sexual energy, you know, that creative spark, that impulse. Okay? And you could be holding on to something old and something new wants to begin. There's one to be changed, but something from the past, which is whatever you're dealing with in this Ten of Wands here, you may need to let it go. And some reason you're having a hard time letting it go. This also could be the ego, and I say that because of the Devil and the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is in your past position. Somebody already made a decision, or somebody already received a message. I don't know if you lost a job. You could be dealing with an authority figure, or again, this is the ego. Because all I see is the ego here. But I also see it's just a masculine energy. That's why I see the ego. It's just a lot of masculine energy here. And it could either be your ego is needing to go through a change, or you need to release your ego in order to have this Ace of Wands, a new beginning. Because either something with your job didn't work out. Somebody could have fired you, or you could have fired someone, or something ended, a business could have ended, or something with power is needed to be surrendered. You have the Wheel of Fortune. That's fate, that's destiny, that's expansion, that's maturity, that's something coming back around. Now, this could all be dealing with work, okay? And the King of Swords is like a person who's basically of status, like a doctor, a lawyer. You know, I don't know if that is what you're used to. You know, going to school, becoming a doctor, or a lawyer, or a nurse, or a judge, and maybe being in this King of Swords position, or having some authoritative figure over you has caused a lot of frustration to build up, like your passions and desires. You may not have wanted to go this route, maybe the science route or the school route, you know, the doctor, lawyer type of thing. You may want to tap into your talents, because the Page of Swords also is a dancer. You may want to tap into a whole different sector as far as when it comes to your career. But maybe the authoritative figure, whether it be your boss or status of how your father or your mother wants to see you, is building up this frustration in you. It's like you can't take it anymore. So that's why the Ace of Wands is here. And it's like you have another chance at going after whatever it is you want to go after when it comes to your creativity, your passions, and desires. Maybe someone is coming towards you, or basically these ideas are coming back towards you, and it's like maybe you're going to have to be real with yourself here. Because something from the past is definitely coming back around. And with that sword, you're going to have to keep it a buck with yourself. Okay? You're going to have to make a decision and detach and be objective here in this situation. Now, something could be going on at work. Maybe you are in a manager position or a boss position, and maybe you're thinking about letting this job or this career go, but you're not sure yet. With the Seven of Wands here, this is definitely lust, or it's your desires here that's brewing up. And when you have these desires, you could be kind of objective in this nature. With the Knight of Wands, you may want these ideas to come to life now. These are impulsiveness. This is compulsiveness. Somebody is wanting to act out on their emotions. And again, like I said, it could be some type of talent, a skill you have that you want to work on. And here, that's why the Devil energy is here, because I feel like with the Ten of Rods here in the obstacle position, it's a buildup of frustration of your passions being repressed, which is here in this cup, which is making you want to act compulsively to it. And of course, you use it in the most productive way. Here in the Eight of Pentacles, you use it in a productive way. So I don't know if some of y'all want to start businesses or become entrepreneurs and get out of this route of, you know, doctors, lawyers, cops, you know, the typical job where you become the boss, you become the authoritative figure. Because to me, it's the ego that's in the way here. The ego has to be released, where the Ace of Wands is like a new perception, a new ego. And it's kind of like a power struggle here, I see. And it could be with yourself. Because maybe you don't want to let nobody down, or you don't want nobody to perceive you a different way. You holding on to the ego, you holding on to the power. And that could be why you can't release the burden. But although it's causing a burden, it's causing you frustration, because your passion and desires are being repressed. And you're not basically where you want to be. This could be a relationship, job, any situation. I just feel like you're not where you want to be. You want a new beginning. You want a new beginning. But it's like you got to be honest with yourself. And if there are opportunities here, you may want to act impulsively to them. This is a bit selfish here. You got to be careful, because I see a lot of selfishness because of the ego. But if you were put it in a more productive way, and when it comes to your skills and talent, and build that up, that will, to me, relinquish the ego. But it's just that you're going to have to basically place all these repressed impulses into something that's going to require patience. Okay, you have to put it in some type of work where you're going to have to just basically take this energy and put it in something productive. But it's going to help you slow down, and where you have to slow down and be patient. Because somebody want to act compulsively. They acting based off their repressed desires here, which is in this Ten of Wands. So, I mean, maybe you have some overwhelming or frustration that's built up, and you may want to, because you're in a position or somebody's over you, and it's like you're not where you want to be, I feel like, and you want change. But it's like you're going to have to be clear on what it is you want. If there are opportunities coming your way, don't act compulsively to it, but pick the right one that's best for you. Don't get so lost into the devil energy. But that is not so bad, because that's how you will bring to life your passions and your creativity. You just have to learn how to put it in a productive way. The devil is also fixation. It's kind of like you know what you want to do, and once you could break free from something, you able to go straight to that and focus on it. So I feel like that's what it is. Something's coming back around that you want to do. Like you have a second chance at it, but you have to let go of your ego in order to do it. And let go of a job, or let go of a relationship, or let go of this authoritative position, or just let go of authority, period. And you're going to have to learn how to control your impulses, control this energy, which is where it goes into this Eight of Pentacles. So it's kind of like you will have to take that desire, those repressed desires, and put it into something practical where it could be grounded. It's like you're going to have to let go of the authoritative, the ego. This is someone who probably cannot work for other people. You know, it just frustrates them. This is someone who probably can't even be in a relationship because they have so much fire in them, compulsiveness. They're going to have to learn how to control it, how to mold it, how to make it work for them, have a routine. It's like they have to transfer their energy into something that's practical. Because the fire and water is just two energies. When it's mixed together, it just is chaotic, okay? And it's like you're going to have to learn to put your compulsiveness into something where it's practical, where it's going to show progress, and it's for your highest good. That's what I'm seeing here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. But it's just a lot of fire. It's a lot of desire that's suppressed. And it's like you're going to have to learn how to put that energy into a routine, or have a list or order, or where you could slow down and be patient. But I definitely feel like when it comes to work, like some of y'all not wanting to work for authority figures, or you may have lost a job, a relationship could have ended, something, or you don't even want to be in this authoritative position anymore. It's like you want to pursue your creativity, your passions, which is the devil. And with the devil, that is the ego. But that's where, and this could be the Seven of Wands, your addictions and what's driving you to these passions and desires. You just can't get lost in the devil's energy here. You have to find a way to stabilize it. Like whatever these compulsiveness, you have to find a way to stabilize it. Some of y'all also need to look at your patterns, you know, when it comes to your ego. Because what I'm seeing is somebody's ego could get crushed and then they act out here. They act out and they want to escape because they want their power back. That's for some of y'all, okay? Or who you dealing with. Somebody is like want their power back because their ego's been crushed. So they escape. They act impulsive to their animal nature. And this is just a cycle that they need to see that they keep doing in order to break the cycle. For, you know, some of y'all is an opportunity here to, something's coming back around, where there's going to be change and new ideas could come about when it comes to a creative project or a business you want to start. And you may need to tap into these energies of your desires, and just put them in a productive way in your talents and skills, so it could build up your confidence in the things that you in the things that you are good at, instead of being under authoritative figure or trying to please an authoritative figure. It's like you may need to tap into your own creativity, and that can help you build up your own confidence. And also about taking responsibility, you know, maybe not being under an authoritative person. Maybe it's time for you to take responsibility, also. So you in this devil, the outcome is you gonna be in this devil's energy. The devil's energy could be you escaping. This is your addictions, and that's what I see here is addictions, your desires, your creativity. It could be lust, which is why the Ten of Wands is here, because I just feel like it's a built up sexual energy. So some of y'all need to take heed of the patterns y'all in when it comes to this, when you go into your shadow, and take responsibility for your own shadow, and not have an authoritative figure discipline you, reprimand you. You know what I'm saying? Or even feel like you need somebody to tell you what to do. It's kind of like you need to take responsibility for your compulsiveness. Somebody needs to take responsibility for their own compulsiveness and learn how to manage it, learn how to control it, learn how to make the best of it. That's for some of y'all. Whereas some of y'all are quitting a job, going towards your passions and desires, and y'all are basically putting that into work, and because you're fixated on it, and man, I just see a lot of shit, man. Some of y'all are using the shadow energy for a good purpose, because you're able to put it into a more productive way. Whereas some of y'all need to pay attention to your patterns when it comes to your ego, when it comes to the compulsiveness, your desires. I just feel like it's time to release the authoritative and take responsibility for your own actions. And the outcome is the devil. So here you're going to be in this energy, and some of y'all need to be mindful of it, see the pattern of it. Some of y'all, when it comes to work, you're going to use this energy to put time and energy and effort into skills and talents, which is good. So that's what I'm seeing for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.